Good morning, everyone. We are live. It's 10 o'clock here in Bozeman, Montana. I am Corinne Braxton, and I am happy to be here with you today. It's so funny because those 10 minutes before the video is to start on time, it's the slowest time. You just sort of wait for it and wait for it. Let me check my iPad and see if I'm transmitting here. Oh, I see myself there. Okay, good, good. Oh, hey, Munch, you're the first one. Thanks for tuning in. And I think it must be Lisa. Good to see you girls. And it's fun to be here. We have a sort of a cloudy, sunny day. Hey, Lisa, we sure miss you. Hope you're going to come back to Bozeman soon. You've been gone for months. Good morning, Munch. Reminder about a few things. This catalog this is the mini. This has been a great one. I have loved that whole field of flowers and windmill set. I did a lot of work with that back this winter when I was in Florida. Such a beautiful set. And I think the windmill is 50% off too, the dies. So it's a good deal. There's I will send out another email today about the last chance list too, because I did that last week and I'll do another one today. It's nice if you can print it. And good morning, Carolyn. Good to see you here too. I have got lots of fun things planned today. Oh, before I begin, and while we're still letting people find us, that all takes a little bit of time. Just a couple of announcements. Stampin' Up did announce that they're taking away the magnetic platform. They've had a few quality control issues that people reported. Hey, Martina, welcome. I guess people that, I don't know, I've loved mine. I haven't had a single problem. It works beautifully. I use it all the time, but they did have some issues. They pulled it immediately. That's why it wasn't on low inventory, and now it's unorderable. It'll probably be another year until they can figure something out. I don't know, but it's sad. They are going to refund money for that, so if you bought one, you're going to get money refunded, but you can keep using it. I don't really see that there will be a problem. It is so thick, it's several pounds. I think it's maybe like 3 pounds. Anyway, just have to go, those of you who didn't get to order it, you just have to use your Post-it notes or sticky tape or something. I love mine though. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to buy it. So we are in the annual catalog and we're going to be using that today. I'm going to just turn to this right now while we're letting people find their way. We're going to be using masking tape today, and it is on it's hard to find actually, page 149. And I know this is all backwards. It's on the same page as the clear blocks and the grid paper and the chamois. I love the chamois, the stamp cleaners. That's where the masking paper is. And it takes hey, Kathy Wilkerson, good to see you this morning. Before we had masking paper, we just used Post-it notes, but Post-it notes weren't sticky on the whole thing. So we're going to use those today. So we have several projects that I'm going to show you. And let's hope we can, it all works well. Who knows? I'm going to take off my brace there and I'm going to flip the camera. So close your eyes. Okay, there we go. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. It's falling down. There we go. I'll move my iPad over. I'm so glad to see you girls this morning. Okay, these are just, this is, I have a class this Thursday, and it's going to be using the In Colors, lots of cards. We're going to make 6 cards, actually, and we're going to do some with birds, the bird punch, and some with the bottled happiness set, the bottle punch. The class is $30 for 6 cards, and you get 2 products included, so it's not hard. It's fun, easy, and quite beautiful. So let's go today now to our first project. I'll move those aside. And our first project is going to be one of these cards. Let me see, I'll move this out of the way here. There we go. And here we go. It's so interesting because this, I literally have no idea what I'm going to do. Usually on Sunday, I work on my projects for Tuesday. This is the Texture Chic paper. I love this paper. I've used it a ton. I love both. I love everything. But I did not love this petal pink and mango combination. Hey, Judy, good to see you way out in Virginia this morning. But anyway, this paper I had lots of because I've been using all the other ones and done swaps and all kinds of things. But this one I didn't use. So I thought, maybe I'll try that. We'll see how it turns out. So that's what I did. And this is what I came up with. And you can see this is the part we're going to mask. Now I'm going to ask you, do you want me to do shells or leaves? This is the season of chic. You've seen me do this before. It is on, let's see, it's probably one of my favorites in the whole catalog. It is on, it's toward the back. It's on page 99. It has this gorgeous, gorgeous gold distressed paper. I love this. Love that especially. And that's what this gold is on the card. I'm using the Texture Chic DSP. It's got snowflakes, flowers, leaves, and shells. Do you want me to use shells or leaves? Which do you want? And we're going to be using those today. So let's pull out our little projects. Get my little bag of goodies here, and we're going to set these aside so things will start dropping. Okay, here, and I've got a little bag of goodies here. Okay, the first thing, put those right up there so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to have a thick white. I always like using thick white for my bases. It's 5.5 by 8.5. And then we're going to have a piece of this mango and pink DSP, 5.5 by 4.25. It's going to cover up the entire card. And then we're going to have a mat that's 3 3/4 by 5. And a mask. This is the mask. And the masking paper I showed you back, it looks like this. I keep mine in a clear envelope, clear case, Stampin' Up case. You get 12 sheets and it's $7. This probably will last several years. And it has a crease so you can sort of peel back like that. Hey, Melissa. Oh, good to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time out in California. I think you are probably near where Lisa is. Lisa's near Los Angeles, or I'm not sure. You girls talk and tell each other where you are. You're both in California. Anyway, this is the masking tape. We stamp, for masking, we stamp on the dull side and then we peel it away and it'll be sticky. And it's sticky all the way through. So that's what you do with masking tape. And I'll just set that right there. And what I'm going to, it doesn't really have to be this size. I just think this works out well, 2 3/4 by 5. I'm just going to tear it like this. Tear toward me. Gets I want a little bit of a jagged edge, like that. And those are going to be the parts that I'm going to mask. Okay, let's do that first, and then we'll put let's do this and get it out of the way. We'll do that. And then we will move on. Then I won't lose pieces. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to take when you have a big piece of this designer paper, so on this side it is flowery. This side it has all of that gold, and it's very distressed looking. You can glance. But the thing to do is to punch it because we're going to be using this punch. I'm going to punch out of it because it's all going to get covered up anyway. There's no point in, that was the Lovely and Lasting. This one is the Label Me Lovely. And they both work, but I just want to get use those for something. And I'll get that out of the way. So now I'm going to get my little silicone mat out, and because I want to glue. I'm going to use my liquid glue on this. You certainly can use your tape runner, but it's nice to have a little bit of wiggle room on this. I opened up a new bottle of glue on Sunday. Oh, I just love these new bottles. It's so funny because my other one was running and I had to squeeze so hard. This one I hardly am squeezing at all. Anyway, it's nice. I like a new bottle of glue. And then we're going to turn it over and attach this. Do you see how it has just a little bit of wiggle room here? I just want to get everything covered up, all that white on the front. There we go. And just got a little bit on my fingers. I don't like getting it on my hands. So, okay, there's our front. And we're going to open it up. Oops-a-daisy. Let's see what's here. We go. Can't quite get it there. So there it is. And I'm going to set that aside. And now we're going to do the white part. The mat that was 3 3/4 by 5. And I am going to get my grid paper out here for that. This is my Stamparatus grid paper. So we're going to put it like that. Well, first I'm going to do this. Okay. So take that off. And now, and you can reuse it. I'll show you how we do that. You know, this is reused. I just put it inside my case. Let's see how wide this is going to be. That'll be pretty good. Maybe, so now I'm just going to peel it back like this. Throw that away and attach it. I cut it the same size. And now I'm going to get this. So I'm going to peel it back. And it's very tacky, actually. It's like that. And now we have this piece. I think I'm going to put it down a little bit. I want that area to be a little wider than this. So I'm going to just put it about like that. It's hanging over the edge a little bit, but that's okay. It won't make any difference. Now we can go in here and do our sponging. And I'm going to use these two colors that I thought, oh goodness gracious. So petal pink and mango. We don't use mango a lot. I'm going to start with the pinks. That's why I wore a pink sweater today. I actually changed my clothes a gazillion times. I couldn't. Pink is a hard color to wear, I think. So I've got sponges. This one is my pink one. Anytime you're using sponges, you always want to start off on the grid paper. Don't start on your paper. So I'm going to go like this. Just sort of always make little circles when you're sponging. Ink it up again. Start on the grid paper. Go like that. I'm going to get a little bit, I'm going to turn it a little bit and start on my grid paper. Come in this way, just has a nice little tinge to it. Okay, maybe a little bit more right there in the middle. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to put that down and get my, I have to show you this. I'll do this with the mango. I saw Shelley, Sarah Douglas, Shelley Gardner's daughter, do this. This was sort of a neat thing. When I was doing a virtual leadership thing, it was for the incentive trip because we didn't go on the incentive trip. They did a virtual weekend for us, or a week, and then they just set your brush down like this or like that. Sort of cool idea. I just re-inked these after I did this, so it's a little darker, but I'm going to add a little bit more pink, I think. And so just keep your ink pad open like this, and I'm going to come in here, get a little bit more in my brush. This is like a makeup brush. You know, you could, it's really has all these fibers that are real tiny. I love our Stampin' Up brushes. Some people have them in every single color. I have a lot, but I have like reds and pinks and blues. I don't designate them. I don't put a certain color on because I'm not very good about remembering things like that. Okay, let's put that aside. Now watch this. And now we're going to peel it up. This is where you see the magic. Doesn't look so great right now, but watch this. And you know, if you can't get it, sometimes if you can blow on it with your breath, like huffing. Hey, Carla, good to see you. Good to see you, Kathy. Good to see you, girls. Hope you're feeling okay, Carla. Hope our grandson is sick with a cough and a cold, and I know, Carla, you've got that. So let's see, I'm just pulling it away. I'm just sort of, this is, the more you use it, that you don't have to really huff on it so much, but the first time you sort of do, and this is the first time using this tape. So, oops, a daisy, I pulled that off right there. Now, I pulled that off with, so I'm going to just cover that up, that little tiny mistake. So we're going to put that there, and let's see if I can do a little, so you're going to pull it off. It's really sticky. I'm going to huff on it, huff, huff. So it comes off really nicely when you do that. After you do it the first time, you don't really need to. But, okay, you just have to be a little patient and slow. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And now I will set that aside, and I'm going to, I thought, what do I want? I think this is very pretty together like this. I think these two colors really surprise people. We're going to cover that up like that, but we're going to stamp on it first, and then I'm going to add that little gold thing over that. But we're going to use a little darker pink. It's Flirty Flamingo. And I just sort of, when I was designing this card, I just sort of practiced. I tried different colors. I tried Calypso Coral and Petal Pink and all that. So now, what did you all decide? Oh, hey, Jeannie, good to see you this morning. What did you decide, shells or leaves? I'm thinking it was shells, leaves, half and half. What do you think? Do you want me to do shells or leaves? You tell me. And in the meantime, I am going to, while you're telling me if it's going to be shells or leaves, we're going to stamp our label. And now, did you want leaves or shells, girls? And let's see once. We're going to do some punching. So it's going to be with this lasting label. Love this punch. Oh my goodness. So tell me, leaves or... I can't see your comments. There we go. Now we can see them. I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to get my little silicone mat out, and we'll stamp that like that. We'll just do another one just because I can, and we'll put that there. And then the inside, we're going to stamp Thinking of You. From this stamp set, let's see, once we have a bunch of different words. We have You Are Amazing Beyond Measure, I'm Here for You, Wishing You the Best Birthday, Thinking of You. We'll just do Thinking of You. That's what I had in mind. The Petal Pink is just a shade darker than the Flirty Flamingo is a shade darker than the Petal Pink. So now we can take that and we can punch it. I love this punch. I love this label. I love the dots around it. I think it's a must-have. At first, I didn't even get it. I don't know. I didn't think I needed it. But it's from this set, and it's a bundle, lovely and lasting, and it has this gorgeous label. It has flowers, really nice sentiments, really good, happy birthday thinking of you. Thank you. It's a good set for sure. So this is going to be our card. So what did you, shells? I think shells is the winner. Okay, we're going to do that now. So shells, we're going to bring in my piercing mat, and we're going to put it on here like this. We're going to do shells, and then we're going to, I'm going to do this little grunge first. We're going to do this in the pink, and the petal, in the Flirty Flamingo pink. Just going to do a little bit on the, like that, a little bit over here on that side. And now I'm going to put that away and get my shells. And I'm going to turn my shells. So I'm going to do like one like that. And then I'm going to turn it around, do it like that. Love this shell. Just beautiful. I'll do another one off on the corner because you want it to go off the paper. I'm going to twist it like that. And I'm going to do another one right down there. Okay, it's pretty bold, but it's going to dry lighter. So, okay, and then we will be done with that. Let's see. And now, to get these out of the way, I'm using my chamois here to clean those. Okay, take this away and bring out our card, and let's see what's here. Try to keep that space a little bit clean for you. Okay, there we have it, and I'm going to glue this down like that. I'm going to use my tape runner, my stamping seal. Love this. You're probably saying, I love everything. Well, not everything, but I do like a lot of our products. So that's why I like doing Stampin' Up. I love our products. Oh, so see, I tore the paper right there, but that's, I'm going to just see if I can, there we go. Well, it will not make any difference because we have all kinds of things that I've cut out. I've die cut these things already. And, I cut out shells and leaves just because I wasn't sure what you were going to decide. But you see this? This is that distress gold. Oh my goodness. It is really cool. It's not, I guess, maybe a little shabby chic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up that little mistake right there. About like that, I think. And then we've got a shell there. And we've got a big shell. Get that out of the bag. They just pop right out, too, of the, from the dies, or you can cut a couple at a time. So what I'm going to do is you can use your silicone mat for this. A lot of people do that, and you just put a little bit of glue on a corner like this, and then take a let's see if I can find my my little dauber, my glue dauber. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And you can take your old sponge, or this is a dauber like that, until the glue's gone. So it's all on my sponge right now. And then I take this. I don't know what that is. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to just sort of tap it on like that. Get glue all over it. Get until it's tacky. I could probably add a little bit more. Because I'm going to do my gold. So just, I left some of the things in there, so because that helps too. Okay, we're going to just put this like that at an angle. And then I'm going to put these shells on. I'm going to do the same thing with my sponge dauber. Get a little bit of glue so it disappears like that. Then I dab it on. Dab it on. And it makes it almost disappear. I'm going to put that right there. And put another, this is the reverse tweezers. I should be getting an order today, my first order from the, well, we demonstrators get to pre-order our, oh, what? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Because I wasn't put my label on. I put my label on. I forgot about that. We're going to do that. So I'm going to wait with that. I'm going to wait with this. It's like having another pair of hands. But we have a new one in the catalog. This is a Cutter Bee, I think. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this part that I punched out like this as a backing. So I'm going to put that on with my tape runner. And I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on. I think I'll just use one big one that I just cut from the dimensional sheets. And here we go. And thinking of you, where should we put that? Maybe that would have been, maybe we'll put it right down here. Right there, maybe right in the middle. And then we'll tuck this one in right there. It's still tacky. So now I can take the silicone mat and put it under the faucet and peel that off. And there we have our card. Now we need some gems. And we've got these really cool flower adhesive back trinkets. They're silver, rose gold, and gold. I can't really tell much difference between gold and rose gold, but you know, I guess there is slightly a difference. I don't know. So we're going to put these on. Let's see, wherever we've got a lot of white space down here. We're going to put another one there, a little heavy. We'll do one there. And I think we'll do another one right there. Okay. But they're really nice. I've used up almost all of the gold and rose gold at this point. So let's see what's here. Okay, and that is our card. Here is the other one we did with shells. It's a little lighter. This one's a little dark. Probably shouldn't have re-inked it. This was the one with the leaves. So anyway, that's that first technique. And then I save these. So what I do is I take my mask and then I just save it on the inside on that plastic piece like this. Now here's a shell one that I did from, so I just keep those on the inside. That's from the text season of Chic. I am going to have a class at the end of the month. I think it's on Saturday, 25th. It's really neat. I love that stamp set. And this will be one of the cards in there during that class. So set those aside. And now we will do a Speedy recovery. It's a get well set. I love it, actually. It just caught my fancy right away in the catalog. And I made this card, designed this card when I was in Wisconsin. I was with my sisters and my mom, and I had brought all the in colors along and a couple stamp sets, but I didn't bring any designer paper. And then all of a sudden I needed to work on a swap from the leadership thing I was going to in Michigan, and I needed 20 cards. And I didn't have any designer paper, so I designed this card using all in colors. And that's what I did. This is what I came up with. So it's a great set. It's a, I don't know if it's a distinctive or not. It is in our catalog. And it is on page 76, right here. It is, yes, it is a distinctive. So it colors in like the cup and the Kleenex box, the spoon. You'll see that when I'm stamping here in a few minutes. So, okay, we are going to, this one is the Starry Sky. This one is Orchid Oasis. And I've just sort of changed up my little strips. These, when I'm cutting paper for mats, for classes or myself, I always end up with a bag of scraps. And I just keep this in my closet. I've got all kinds of, this is just the in colors. And I like to do something with those in colors. And this is what I came up with. I don't know. It just came to me because I was at a loss. I didn't know what I was going to do. So this doesn't have any dies or anything. You have to, if you like the Kleenex box, I fussy cut. So, okay, let's get our projects together. We're going to use some bright and happy colors here. And we'll start. And we're going to start our stamping. Let's see what's here. These are The first thing I want to do is mask my, let me get the masking paper back out. I want to show you how this would work. And we don't really need to put our piercing mat down because these are red rubber stamps. They have that foam. We don't need that then. I'm going to just tear off this messy one and get a clean sheet to show you about this. But I'm going to stamp on this dull side. And when you're doing a mask, you stamp it, and then you stamp it right there. And then you fussy cut with your scissors right around, and you don't want to leave an edge. You don't want to leave, I mean, like when we're cutting out other things, we leave like an edge, like not that wide, but when you're doing this, you want to get right on that, right along there, like that. And then you're going to peel that up. And I save these inside of my stamp cases like this. Here's one for the Kleenex. Here's one for the bottle. We're going to do the bottle today. Here's the cup. And that's what you do. It works out really great. So I just keep those in there. And then anytime I open the set, I can do that same technique. Okay, so we're going to get our papers out. And let's see if you can help me here. We're going to use an Orchid Oasis card, 5.5 by 8.5. What color of mat do you want me to use today? Which one of these new colors? Tell me. The green, the Tahitian Tide, or the dark? Which one of these against this Orchid Oasis? And they're 4 by 5 and a 4. I've cut several of them, so you tell me which one. Starry Sky, Tahitian Tide, or the Parakeet? I see someone said green. Anyone else have? And then we have, this is, I believe, I don't know, I thought I made a little card that said how it is 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. I've got a dark, hey Cindy. Cindy said green, Judy said green, someone said starry sky. Oh, let's see, one's green, Kathy. I think we're getting more greens. Let's see what else. And I'll just wait another second. You keep telling me what you want, and then I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to stamp. And I'm going to keep trying to watch. One of you girls maybe could add up the number of greens and starry skies. There we go. Let's get our cards here, and let's see, another green. Okay, we've got our colors here. Let's see, where's my green one? There it is. That. We're going to stamp with our darkest color for the greeting. I'm going to do that first. And it's going to be wishing you a speedy recovery. I like to line up with the grid paper. Wishing you a speedy recovery. And I'm going to put it up here in the corner. There we go. That looks, I love this font. And then on the inside of my card, I want to do the same. I want to do something, where did I just set that paper? Where did I put that just a minute ago? I had a stack of paper for the inside. Well, I'll just do this one. It's a little bigger, but so we'll do the inside of the card. And this is going to say sending well wishes. There we go. And we're going to put, let's see, we're going to use our red spoon. The red is the sweet sorbet. So watch how this colors this now. Here's what the spoon looks like. We're just going to put it like that. And there we have it. Isn't that pretty? You don't have to do any coloring. Stampin' Up has colored for us. So that's sort of a cool thing. Okay, now we're going to stamp in our, I'm going to set that aside. And, okay, Orchid Oasis. And we're going to stamp I'm going to stamp this bottle first. I'm going to put it down here. Like that. And now I'm going to put my mask over it like that. Oops. There, it's pretty thin. You want thin paper to do a mask. Okay, there we have that. And now I'm going to do my cup in the parakeet party. Parakeet party. Let's see once. Let's get our cup. And I'm going to just stamp right over it. The purpose of a mask is otherwise you would have images inside. Now I can take that mask off. This one's starting to tear a little bit. But do you see how it covered up that handle, like the bottle is in front and the cup is behind it? Now we could do the same thing with the Kleenex. We could do that, but I'm not, because we're going to, our Kleenex box is going to go on top, if I can find it. If I can find it, let me see, but maybe I won't find it. So let's see what's, oh, here it is. I will stamp the Kleenex in the sweet sorbet. Like, just love that. I love the way it just colors it in. There we go. And there it is. Just ready to be fussy cut now. And with the magic of modern technology, I have one already cut out for us. And I have the dimensionals on it. But let's see. Let's put the, I've got 5 dimensionals on this little piece. Okay, let's see. Let's poke that out. And now these can go, I sort of did this. I didn't do a very good job on this one, actually. Because now it's too close together. Do you see what I did over here? I had it like this on this one, and on this one I put it over there. Let's see once. How can we fix this? Because we still want to add some little. Maybe I'll just cover it up like that. That'll work, I guess. And then we're going to put some strips of. Probably because I was working so quickly, some colored strips on, and these were just little pieces that I had left over, you know, when I've cut mats, and I've just cut them at 1/2 inch, and now, let's see once, so we're going to definitely use the parakeet. I'm going to repeat some of these colors, repeat that, and we're going to use a little bit of the red in there, so like that. And I'm just going to get my liquid glue out again. This is probably going to be a little closer than I wanted it to be, but that's because of what I did. I stamped it too. Okay, we'll start with this one over here and put it right to the edge. That one's going to, we'll do the red next. Going to make a tiny, well, that one's not quite long enough. These are going to be touching, and then this one is going to be. How is the weather where you all are? How is it in Virginia and Wisconsin and Colorado? We got people from all over. There we go. And now we've got a little bit of a mistake right there, so I think I'll get my little trimmer in. This would, I love this little trimmer. Wish I had another one of them. This was a free thing during Celebration many years ago. Okay, just slice off that, and now you've got this. Okay, anyway, what did you all decide? Did you want me to do the parakeet or the starry sky? What was, oh, you're late to the party, Nancy said. That's okay, you can always go back. I think I'm seeing 5 greens. That's okay. I think green is the winner, so let's take that off. That's the, and this one's gonna go right on here like this. And so this is what I came up with when I didn't have any designer paper. Okay, that's pretty good, like that. And here is our base. Wish I had put this up a little higher, but I didn't. So we will just make it, oh, I like that parakeet. It pops a little bit. I'm gonna cut that off just a slight amount. It looks, okay. You could pop it up, or you could just put it, I'm gonna put it flat. Just like this. There we go. And now we need some gems. We've got these gorgeous in color. I have used many packs of these. I keep pulling from, I've got like 3 packages going. So I love the way Stampin' Up did these. We're gonna add some gems and add a couple different colors. Gonna add a red, and they are sort of an ombre. Do you see the dark ones are over here on that side? And then they get lighter, like this is the Starry Sky. I'm going to use one of those darker ones, and we'll start it right there. And we're going to use we'll put the other one right there. And we're going to put a red sorbet one. Maybe we'll put that one right there. Sort of I like to have some kind of a triangle. And there is our card, and here is the other one with a little bit more care. Oh, we have to put our inside in yet, and let's see, what did I do with that? Here it is. It's a little big, but that's okay. It doesn't make any difference. I tend to, like, this is 3 3/4 by 5. I like to do the same on the inside, just usually because when I'm doing a class, people get mixed up if they're not the same. They will put the wrong one on, but lots of times I'll add a 4. This one is 4 by 5 1/4, and there we have it, sending you well wishes. So we've got some get well cards, and I see that one's just a little bit long, and I might have to use my little snips and see if I can get that to level off for a little bit. Okay, let's put those out of get everything cleared off. I'm going to show you one more partial card. So this one was the dark with the sorbet. This one is the parakeet, and this one is the one with, so what do you think? Which tiny border do you like better? This is the Starry Sky, parakeet, or the sorbet. I think they're all fun. They're just fun colors to use, and there's that. So let's use let's bring in the bottled happiness with this one now. Let's see if I have my mask on the inside. Oh, I do. There it is. There's my mask, and I've written for the tall bottle, do that one first. So I'm going to do that, and let's see what we have here. Love this bottle. This is a really fast card. It's going to be like this. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to show you how we do that. I love these. We have designer, in color designer envelopes and cards, and I think you get 20 of each, and they're really, I think $10. They're just one. Here's the envelope already done. They are wonderful. They're the regular size. They're very, very nice. So let's bring in our pieces. Our card is going to be like this one. This is the Starry Sky, and we'll put our Starry Sky right there. And then we're going to have the Parakeet Party, 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. This is an 1/8 inch border for the white. The white is 3 1/4. I just made these up, you know. They're just 1/8 inches different. So that's what I did. So, okay, let's see. Take that away, and we're going to put these things aside for a second, and now we're going to stamp. This one is going to be a photopolymer, so we're going to bring in our piercing mat. Let's see what we have here. And we're going to use these 2 colors. We're going to use this Tahitian Tide and the Starry Sky. I'm going to use the Starry Sky one first. I'm going to bring the tall bottle in. I'm going to stamp that. Let's see if I can move this up so you can see it. Ink that up. Tall bottle. So we're right down there. Isn't that pretty? And now we're going to put our mask on it, because if we did not do that, a mask, what would happen is it would get really ugly. We would stamp over it and it would look like you don't know what you're doing. So you put the mask on. So there it is. And now I can take my Tahitian Tide, my small bottle like this, and this I can just stamp right over it like that. Leave it on there. We'll do the other one also. Okay, now I can peel this away, but I'm not going to peel it away quite yet because I'm going to put the greenery in there. So there's another flower. Well, it's a spray. There's a beautiful flower in this set. This one. Love these two-step, but we're going to use this part. Okay? And I'm going to ink this up. It's a little bit, and I've got all kinds of marks on there already. Ink, little messes. We're going to cover those messes up. So I'm just going to stamp this like right there. I've left that mask on. Oh dear, that's a mess. But anyway, there we go. And I don't know exactly how I could cover that up, but I'm going to have to think about that one. And now we can mask these small bottles. So I'm going to get those out. This one, like this, put that over. There's the mask for that one. Ink up the parakeet. And because I cut this so short, it goes off the paper, but, well, I just thought the card was so pretty. I wanted to show more of the card. That's why I did that. But anyway, there we go. And you can peel that off, and it looks there. Now, if you wanted your stem to show down there, you could do that too. And you wouldn't have to mask it. So we got the mask is all taken off. And now let's stamp our greeting. I love this greeting. It is overflowing with happiness. And I'm going to use one of these new deckled edge tags. These are so pretty. I love that die set. I think it's a must-have set. You get all kinds of shapes, enough for a whole card front or tiny like this one. Okay, this one's overflowing with happiness. There we go. And close that up. And we'll adhere this now to our parakeet party. That is a hard one to say, parakeet party. Parakeet party. We're going to put it on like that. And I am going to use my liquid glue this time, just because it's such a skinny border. And if I get it crooked, then it's hard to change it. This gives me just a little bit more wiggle room with the glue. See how I can wiggle that into place? Just like that. And now I can take my adhesive and just put it on there like that. And there's that card. Just as pretty as ever. Isn't that a pretty base? Look at that. Love that. And then we'll put some dimensionals on our tag like this. There we go. And bring my piercing tool in there. I don't know who first thought of doing it this way, but I love I love taking off my dimensionals that way. Okay, we could cover it up like this. That we could cover up those spots. But I think I'm going to put some, I'm going to put it right here. There we go. And now we're going to put some of those pretty dots on. And we're going to put a, I'm running, you can tell I've liked certain colors more than others. Okay, let's put a, I'm going to cover that one up right there. That worked out. No, I don't think there's any way I can cover that one. But let's see. Let's add another, this pretty, we'll add this Tahitian Tide. Let's see where we're going to put that one. Maybe stick it right down here. And we're going to put a parakeet one on. See how it's sort of gotten a little bit lighter? This is not a really good triangle. Maybe I'll just put it, I'll just add it right there. Maybe we'll see about that. I'm not positive about that placement, but you can just, you know, there's no right or wrong way, of course. Here is the other one that I did. And if you have any ideas of how I can fix that, let me know. Anyway, here's that card using the mask. And see, you know what, let me just show you real quickly what it would look like if you didn't put a mask on. I'll just bring this in again and let me show you, I'll show you that. My things are dirty, but let's see, once my, that was, so if we just had a piece of paper and we inked up our bottle like this, okay, and if we took our blue Tahitian Tide, and if we went like this, it's not a real good example, but it's not a real good example at all because of the color, I think, because the blue is so dark. But on a lighter piece, you would see that. Let's see what's for example, on this blue cup, this blue vase like that, if you did that, and then if you wanted a different, let's just say you want a red Kleenex, and if you did not mask it, it would look like this. Do you see how awkward that looks? And that's the purpose of masking. I probably should have done that first because that's a really good example of what it looks like without the mask. And you just have to sort of play around with it anyway. And some things will work and others won't. So you just play around with it first and then you'll see. Oh, I like that. I like that. Martina said, it does not look like a mistake. It looks like leaves falling in the background. Well, thank you. Let's turn the camera. Here we go. Well, that was a good suggestion, Martina. Yeah. Let me see what's here. Now I can't get the tripod to straighten out. There we go. Okay. Cindy said you could cut out another bottle and pop it over the other a little to the right. Well, that's another good suggestion. You girls are really great. Need to have you right here at my table with me. Okay. Anyway, good. It's fun to see all your comments. And that is that for today. So thank you so much. And I will type out these directions and I'll take some pictures. I can finally go outside and take some pictures. It's not raining right this moment, so that's good. And then I will get those all watermarked and I'll get things typed up and I will put it out there for you and for the directions, measurements, and then I'll put it on YouTube and then be sure you, if you're on YouTube, those of you who are on YouTube, be sure you subscribe. That's really helps me grow my business. So, and my grandson Jack said, Grandma, you have 450 subs. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And he goes, I said, what are subs? And he's going, subscribers. Thank you so much, Munch. Thank you. I appreciate that. And anyway, it was fun having you girls. I'll see you next week. Have a good week, a safe week, and I hope many of you feel better. Okay, Take care. Bye.